Hi all, Dr. Raman Sakhuja here, Professor of Psychiatry and a consultant psychiatrist. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Over here, please make sure that you subscribe, like, share, comment, and please press that bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the upcoming videos. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing 3 techniques to help with relief of anxiety and panic. So technique number 1 involves learning to slow things right down by taking deep inhalations and deep exhalations to slow things down. One of the ways to do that is quite easy, and we could do it now you could practice it with me in this video if you like. So we are talking about deep breaths in and deep breaths out, letting go. So if we are practicing this more often than not about controlling our breath, that can actually be very effective closer to the time when someone experiences panic. Deep breathing exercises are often one of the first techniques that would be very useful for relieving the panic. Let's get on to technique number 2. And this is a concept we call as grounding. Now, when someone is having a panic and experiencing the anxiety as a result of that, what happens is that the feelings of the whole of the body often can be not perceived as one would normally perceive, which in other words means that most of the time, because it is a protective false alarm, the feelings are something of a rush and everything is happening in the head. Often people report that when they are having this panic, the rest of the body may not be felt, or they are not aware of rest of their body because there's everything happening inside the head. So one of the techniques could be that of grounding. And by that, what happens, or what that means essentially, is that 1, you have done some deep breathing. Second, you sit yourself down or feel comfortable in whichever position or place that you are in, and put your feet on the ground and start recognizing and being aware of your feet. So get the attention of your brain down to all of your body, down to your feet, feeling the feet on the ground, feeling what you can feel between the ground and your shoes or your slippers or whatever footwear you're wearing, and stay with that feeling for some time so that you feel grounded. And grounded means literally feeling the ground so that you can feel completely the whole body from top to bottom, right the way into your feet, which are grounded on the ground. Staying with that for a little while whilst you continue to experience and feel your feet can be an effective way to deal with the panic. Then let us come to the last technique, which is called the 3-3-3 technique. And in this, what we do is we look at using our senses. We can use 5 senses, but for the purposes of this video and for this technique, we are going to just use 3 senses. So what that 3-3-3 means is we immediately start identifying and looking at 3 things that are right in front of us. And when we look at those 3 things, identify those 3 things by sight, it is not the case of just simply naming them, but the point being, we need to slow things down. So when you identify something right in front of you, it may be an object, it may be a window, it may be a tree, or whatever is in front of you, and you are looking at it, you stay with that for a bit and not be in a rush to move from one to the other, but look at that, observe it, perceive it, stay with it, try to describe it, feel its presence before moving on to the next object that you see, and repeat that process. Move on to the next sense, which is what are the three things that you can hear around in your environment. And again, the principle is the same, not just quickly identify and move fast, but staying with whatever you've identified. You may be able to hear a clicking sound in the environment. You may be able to hear the humming of a refrigerator or something else that is going on. So staying with that sense of hearing for a bit would be very useful. And next, we move on to the third sense, where we identify three things that you can touch. And that touch could be wherever you're sitting or whatever you can feel on your body. It may be your clothes, it may be wind, or it may be anything else that you can feel or touch. Again, the principle being you are staying with that three objects for a little bit longer than just simply identifying and moving on. So those three techniques are breathing exercises, slowing things right down. Number two, we look at grounding, where you actually feel the ground and stay with that. And number three, use the 333 technique. Thank you very much all for watching this video till the end, and please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, and press that bell icon to make sure that you get all notifications of all our upcoming videos. See you next time.